Hello, everybody. Good evening. Am I audible to all of you? Okay, great. So I guess all of you are doing great, and everybody was clear from yesterday's topic, and you have completed your assignment. Are there any doubts or queries from your side? Okay, great. Manish sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Okay, sir. So, sir, everybody is okay from yesterday's class, and I don't think there are any doubts till now. Okay.
Okay.
So, before we start off with the class, let's run the poll for the revision quiz, and then we can start off with the class till everybody else joins.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So, here we have the first poll, that is short straddle is designed on the day of tight CPR. Is this statement correct or not? You have to tell, and you have 30 seconds for it. So, you have 5 more seconds. Okay, I'll be ending the poll now. And sir, 86% of the people say that this statement is incorrect, and 14% of the people say that this is correct.
So this is incorrect. We designed straddle on wide CPR day, not on tight, because tight CPR indicates trending day. Wide CPR indicates sideways. Yeah. So this is incorrect.
Okay. So the second quiz is in long straddle, trader is direction neutral, expecting sideways move. Here I am launching the poll. You have 30 seconds. Okay, I will be ending the poll in 2 seconds. Ending the poll now. So, sir, 86% of the people say this is direction neutral, and 14% of the people say expecting sideways move.
Yeah. So direction neutral is correct, because in long straddle we are not sure, in which side price will move. So therefore we have both call option as well as put option. So whichever side, price is moving, that option will give me unlimited profit, and other side will give me limited loss. So this is correct. Direction neutral.
Yes, sir. Great. Okay. So, the third quiz that we have is short straddle is non-directional option strategy. Is this statement correct or incorrect? Launching the poll. Okay, so you have 10 more seconds. Ending the poll now and sharing the results. So 71% of the people say that this statement is correct, and 29% of the people say that this statement is incorrect, sir.
Yeah. So this is correct statement. Non-directional means we are not expecting any major price action. We are expecting sideways movement. So that is correct.
So great, fine. So I hope everybody was, well. Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, okay, sir. So I hope everybody understood the concepts well from yesterday's class. That's why most of you were able to give the right answers. So, sir, we'll be moving on with the next topic for today. Is that
Okay.
okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Great, sir. Okay, thank you.
So guys, now we will start with one option buying setup. Okay, we will discuss one option buying setup using Bollinger Band indicator. So let me open the PPT. Okay, so first quickly we will discuss one option buying setup using Bollinger Band. Now first let me give you the quick introduction what exactly Bollinger Band is. See, Bollinger Band is nothing but you can say it measures the volatility. Okay, it measures the price volatility, how volatile are the prices. Let me show you how your graph will look. Okay, when you add Bollinger Band, so you can clearly see now this is how your graph is going to look. Now here you can see we have three different lines. Okay, one the line at top, line in middle, and one line you can see at the bottom. So when I'm saying band, okay, band it means it three different lines. Now the line at top is known as upper band. Okay, line at bottom is known as lower band, and the line at middle, which you can see, it is known as middle band. Okay, so when I'm saying Bollinger Band, it means upper band, middle band, and lower band. Now let's try to understand what this middle band represent. Okay, this middle band is nothing but you can say it is 20 period simple moving average. So when you calculate average price of last 20 candles, okay, you will get middle band value. So middle band is 20 period simple moving average. Okay, not exponential. It is SMA, simple moving average. And upper band work like resistance, you can say, and lower band. Okay, lower band work like support. So middle band is average price. Okay, it will give you the average value. Upper band will work like resistance and lower band will work like support. Now here also you can see how beautifully price is taking resistance at upper band, price is taking support at lower band. So this is how price is moving. Upper band is resistance, lower band is support, and price is just moving within this band. Okay, now this is very important slide. Our entire setup is based on statistical property of Bollinger Band. So here you can see prices remain between upper and lower Bollinger Band for almost 85 to 90% of time. Okay, this is how price is going to move 85 to 90% of time within the band, where upper band is working resistance, lower band is working like support. There is 10% to 15% chance price will break either upper band or lower band. So breakout chances are only 10 to 15%. Rest of the time you will always find price will move within the band. Okay, this is how breakout will look. Here you can see, look at this candle. This candle break upper band and prices started moving up. Now you can clearly see every candle is closing outside the upper band. Okay, the closing price of each and every candle you can see is outside the upper band. Okay, this is called as the walk on the band. Okay, this concept is known as walking on the band. Prices are walking on the band. As I told you in beginning, Bollinger Band measures price volatility. Now here you can see price was completely sideways. Okay, whenever you find any stock price is moving completely sideways, you will find all three bands, okay, upper band, lower band, middle band, all three bands will be very close to each other. So this indicates sideways action. There is no major price action going on. Okay, we do not have any volatility. So this is also called as volatility contraction. Prices are not highly volatile. So isko kaha jata hai volatility contraction. Now in technical analysis, most of the times what happens, volatility contraction is followed by volatility expansion. Now here you can see what is happening. Upper band, lower band, and middle band, you can see they are again very far away from each other. So whenever you find Bollinger Bands are very far away from each other, this means now prices are highly volatile. Okay, prices are highly volatile. Up to this candle, you can see all three bands were very close to each other. So this was volatility contraction, and then breakout happened. Once you got the breakout, then what will happen? Volatility expansion will happen. So what traders here do, as long as price is closing outside the upper band. Okay, because this is the positive breakout, resistance breakout. As long as price is closing outside the band, okay, you can hold your position. You can hold your position. When you find, price has closed inside the band, you can close your position. You can exit from the position once price closed inside the band. Okay, this is just I'm sharing with you for knowledge purpose. Our entire setup is completely different. And when you find support breakdown, you will find again walking on the band but on lower band. So every candle will give you closing outside lower band. So as long as candles are closing outside lower band, you can hold your short position. And when you find price has came inside the band, you can exit from your short position. Okay, this is now on daily time frame. You can see this was Titan on intraday time frame. Okay, this was on 15 minutes time frame. Now here you can see we have a Torrent Pharma. Okay, this is daily time frame. So on daily time frame also you can find same concept. So this was complete sideways, price was moving sideways, and volatility contraction. You can see all three bands, all three lines were very close to each other. Once you got breakout, you can see this is the breakout candle. Once you got breakout, look at how three lines are moving. So there is a huge gap suddenly between these three lines. See, up to this candle, all three lines were very close to each other. Once we got breakout, all three lines are now, you can see they are far away from each other. So this is the breakout candle closed outside the upper band. This is also closing outside the upper band. So walking on the band has started. So this happened only 10 to 15% of time. Okay, this is what here it is written. There is 10 to 15% of chance, price will break either upper band or lower band, and then walking on the band will start. But 85 to 90% of time, price remain between upper and lower band. So we need to take advantage of this situation. Okay, as 85 to 90% of time prices are likely to remain inside upper and lower band. So we will take benefit of this situation. Okay, so let's see how we can trade now. First, I will show you some examples on index. Okay, we can trade Nifty, Bank Nifty. We can also trade stocks. Okay, as per this setup. But first, I will show you example of Nifty and Bank Nifty. See, we will look for pin bar setup. Okay, we will look for hammer or shooting star setup. And which time frame we will use? We are going to use 1 hour time frame. So in order to take a long trade, what you need to do, you need to look for hammer candle. Okay, we will look for bullish pin bar. We will look for bullish rejection candle. Okay, now again, location is very important. We want hammer candle at lower band. Why at lower band? Because lower band work like support. So I want hammer candle, bullish rejection candle, okay, bullish pin bar at support at lower band. Now, low of hammer must fall outside the band. Okay, this I will explain you when I show you the example. So at this stage, you just understand we want hammer at lower band. And to take short position, we want shooting star at upper band, because upper band work like resistance. So we want shooting star, bearish rejection candle, okay, bearish pin bar at resistance level at upper band. Okay, high of shooting star must fall outside the band. Okay, just like we have seen in hammer. Now here is the graph of Bank Nifty. Okay, hourly time frame. Here you can see 60 minutes time frame. Now try to find out hammer. Can you see hammer pattern? If yes, you can mention the date in chat box where you can see hammer pattern. Okay, so you can also call hammer as a bullish rejection, bullish pin bar. Okay, perfect. So we got hammer pattern on 16. Here you can see. Now look at the where this pattern appeared. Can you see we got this pattern at lower band? Now look at the low of hammer. You can clearly see the low of hammer is outside the band. Okay, this means in intraday, okay, in intraday, price went outside the lower band. Okay, price went outside the lower band, but completely rejected to close outside the band. Price completely rejected to close outside the band. We got sharp recovery. Okay, price came down, it tested lower band, but failed to close outside the lower band. Okay, it took support and we got recovery. Okay, price recovered sharply. Okay, so this clearly indicates there are buyers, okay, who took advantage uh, when price reached at lower band. And post this candle, again, you can see what happened. Price went up and it went very close to upper band. Okay, so lower band work like support and upper band, you can see it is working like resistance. So price is just trading between this band. Okay, now this is graph of Nifty, hourly time frame. Try to find out rejection candle. Okay, bearish rejection candle. Okay, bearish rejection candle, the candle with long upper wick. Okay, candle with long upper wick. Okay, here it's a type in chat box so that everyone, I want to see if everyone can spot. So this is the rejection candle. Now, what next step we need to do? Okay, we need to check if we are getting this rejection candle at upper Bollinger Band. Okay, this is second condition. First, look for rejection candle and then cross check with Bollinger Band if we are getting this rejection candle at right location. Right, we want bearish rejection at upper band, we want bullish rejection at lower band. So let me add Bollinger Band, and now you can see, yes, this is at upper band. So again, what happened? Price went outside the upper band, but completely rejected. Okay, so you got rejection candle. Again, price came inside the band and closed inside the band. And from here, you can see again, price traveled back to lower band. So here, upper band is working like resistance. Now let's see how we can initiate a trade. Okay, this is very simple setup. You just need to look for this setup on hourly time frame in Nifty and in Bank Nifty. And I will also show you how we can add Bollinger Band on graph. Okay, now let's see how we can take a trade as per this setup. See, always trade option, okay, using this setup, because in options, risk will be small compared to futures. In futures, risk will be very high. So it is advisable you trade options based on this setup. Now, as this is the bearish rejection candle, so I am expecting Nifty to fall because this is shooting star at upper band. So we have a bearish view once we got this type of candle at upper band. First, we will calculate the range. Okay, what is the range? How to calculate range? High minus low. So here you can check. The range is 78 points here. Now, how to initiate a short trade? Okay, let's say if you want to trade futures, for example, how we will initiate a trade? See, I will go short below low of this candle. Okay, below low of rejection candle, go short. Low of rejection candle is 11,263. So take a short trade below 11,263, and your stop loss should be high of this candle. Okay, which is 11,341. So 78 points risk is involved if you trade in futures. What will be your target? Again, your target will be same 78 points. But how we can trade futures? How we can trade options? So in options, I will buy at the money put option. Okay, because price is likely to fall. So we will purchase put option, at the money put option, so that we can easily calculate the targets. Okay, yesterday we have discussed this point. ATM options has delta of 0.5. Okay, 0.5 means 50%. I am expecting Nifty index to fall by 78 points. Okay, half of 78 points will be how much? Half of 78 points will be 39 points. So in put option, we can get 39 points. So which put option we will buy? See, we want Nifty to fall below 11,263. Okay, once 11,263 is taken out on downside, then we will buy put option. Okay, ATM put option. So strike price will be 11,250. Okay, we will buy 11,250 strike price. Okay, now what you can do, you can open the graph of 11,250 option. See, this is 11,250 put option. Okay, here you need to focus on first candle. Okay, this is the very first candle. First candle is bullish because you can see what happened. Nifty came down in very first candle. Okay, Therefore, in put option, we have a bullish candle. Okay, if prices fall, put premiums increases. So here you have a bearish candle in underline, and here you can see we have a bullish candle in put option. You can trade, as per the range of this candle. Okay, this is also you can do. You can trade as per the range of this candle. Okay, here I explain you can keep a stop loss of 39 points. Instead of that, what you can do, you can trade as per the range of first candle. Okay, here you can see the range of first candle is 29 points. Okay, this is the high 136.60 and this is the low. So how you will buy? You will buy once 136.60 is taken out. Okay, you will buy 11,250 put option above 136.60. Okay, with stop loss of 107. With stop loss of first candle low. Okay, 107 you can keep stop loss. And you can expect a target of 29 points. Okay, 136 plus 29 points you can add. See, in this candle, the target was achieved. So in this candle, what price did? It hit middle band. It hit middle band. So here the target was achieved. So we got this good movement from lower band till middle band. Okay, this is Nifty July. I hope this is very clear. Any doubts till now you can ask how to trade options. Okay, first we will decide strike price. Okay, which strike price we need to trade. And then what we will do, we will open the graph of that strike price. For example, here we have decided we will buy 11,250 put option. So here 11,250 put option graph you have to open and you will trade as per first candle. Why first candle? Because we got this pattern in first candle only in Nifty. Okay, any doubts till now you can ask. Entry, stop loss, target. I hope everything is clear. If not, you can ask in chat box.
Yes, if you have any query or doubts. Okay, Lakshmikant sir, you say it's clear. Okay, what about the other participants?
Yes, Nagraj sir, you can also trade in futures, but as I told you, in futures, can you see how much risk you are getting? You are getting 78 points risk, right? In futures, the risk is 78 points, but in options, you can see where we have a risk of only 29 points. So that's why it is advisable if you trade in options. Okay, Lakshmi Narayan, you have to spot manually. Okay, Nifty and Bank Nifty, we have only two indices, so you can easily spot manually in live market. We do not have scanner for this. You have to spot manually.
Okay.
How likely? See, this is one of the very rare setup, but whenever you find this setup, you should be able to trade at that time. Okay, we will also discuss some recent examples. Okay, we have to check this in hourly time frame only, not on 15 minutes time frame. Only these two patterns, Nagraj sir. Okay, hammer and shooting star. It worked very well. Only these two patterns. Okay, now here again, guys, try to find out rejection candle. Okay, can you see bearish rejection candle? If yes, you can type in chat box on which date can you spot bearish rejection. Right, so we have bearish rejection on 13. Now next step, what we will do, we will add Bollinger Band, and here you can see, yes, we got this pattern at right location. Now you can also check one thing. Okay, go back in past. Can you see this is the resistance level also? So at resistance level, you are getting rejection candle plus at upper band. So again, very high chances. Okay, pattern can work very well. Okay, so we have 2 to 3 confirmations here. One, it is the resistance. Second, presence of upper band, and third, rejection. Okay, so 3 confirmations you are getting. Okay, so go short below low of this candle, and on same day itself, you can see we got a very good rally on downside. Now, what is the low of candle? 10,843. So here you can buy 10,850 put option. Okay, so you will open the graph of 10,850 put option, and based on very first candle, okay, take a trade. Now, one very important point you can note down. Okay, in this graph also, we got this setup in very first candle. In previous example, if you have noticed, okay, we got this setup in first candle. So most of the time, okay, you will get this kind of setup in first candle or in second candle. Okay, in first candle or in second candle. Then only you have to trade this setup. Okay, either in first candle or in second candle. If you are getting after second candle, you can avoid. Most of the time you will get in first candle. In very rare cases, in second candle also you will get this setup. Now the best part is, even if you are getting this setup in second candle or in first candle, the best part is you have entire day with you to hold your short trades or long trades. Okay, till what time we can do intraday? 3:50. So first candle will close at 10:15, right? Second candle will close at 11:50. So even if you are getting this setup in 11:50 in second candle, you can take a trade after 11:15, and you have entire day to hold this setup till 3:50. Okay, here also you can see we got this setup in Nifty in the month of May. Okay, so some old examples we are looking at. We will also see recent examples. Again, you can see reference point. What happened previous day? Nifty came at this level and went down. Same thing happened today. We got gap up opening and a big rejection. And again, Nifty came down. Okay, try to find out here if you can spot rejection candle. Wait, 8. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, so add Bollinger Band and see now. Again, you can see this black dotted line. Okay, this is resistance. Here you can see same thing happened here also. We got rejection. Okay, Nifty came down again at same level. Okay, we got rejection. So just because we have a shooting star at upper band, okay, you have to check if you have any reference point. If yes, then again very high chances. Okay, setup can work very well. So this was the reference point in past. So same level acted resistance. Okay, this was a very big rally in first 1 hour. In next 1 hour, buyers tried to take price up, but they got exhausted. Okay, this is the sign of exhaustion because already a very big rally came in first 1 hour. Okay, so this was the sign of exhaustion. That's why profit booking happened, and from here you can see again Nifty came down. There is no such rule how far it can be. Okay, just you need to look for a big fall. So here you can see a very good fall we got from this level. Again, Nifty went back to same level and we got a fall. Okay, now this is hammer pattern. Now in this case, you can see the entire candle is outside the lower band. So that's fine. Or at least lower shadow of hammer should be outside the band. But here I can see the entire candle is outside lower band. And again, you can see this is the very first candle. Okay, so generally this type of pattern you will find in first candle of the day, most of the time. So go long above hammer high, keep hammer low, stop loss. Okay, in second candle only you got a very good profit. Okay, price went again inside the band. Okay, so same pattern here you can see a big fall. In next 1 hour you got the profit. So some trades will be very quick. You will book profit in next candle itself. Okay, now some trading sessions can be like this. A perfect setup. Okay, this is Bank Nifty hourly time frame. A perfect setup we got. Okay, buying pressure we can see. Okay, so we will take the trade once first candle high is taken out. Okay, in this candle you can see the trade is triggered, but there is no major movement after that, no major price action. So after this candle, price turns sideways. Okay, so no profit, no loss. Maybe you can exit the trade at break even. So some trading sessions will be like this. You will get the setup, but major price action may not happen. Okay, here you can see again at upper band. Okay, so this is big upper shadow doji candle, but upper shadow indicates we have a selling. And in next 3 to 4 candles, you can see Nifty is forming lower lows. Okay, Nifty is forming lower lows. Okay, now this is very recently, yesterday only we got hammer pattern. Here you can see. Okay, 27th December 2020. We got hammer pattern in very first candle. And once hammer high is taken out, you can see price went very close to upper band yesterday itself. Okay, hammer high, you can see it is 16,965. So here we can trade 16,950 call option. Okay, 16,950 call we can trade. Okay, here you can see this is the walk on the band. So as long as you can see price, every candle is giving you close outside the lower band. Okay, so this is called as walking on the band. The moment price went inside the band, okay, if you have short position, you can close. Okay, this is 16,950 call option. And here also you can see we have a hammer. Okay, this is Nifty underline, we got hammer. Okay, same hammer you can also see in call option. Okay, now again, guys, try to find out shooting star in Nifty. Right, so we got on third date, you can see we got this pattern here and a good fall after that. Okay, so this was 3rd December, very recent again. So in this month itself, we got 2 patterns. Okay, one yesterday, one we got on 3rd December at upper Bollinger Band. Okay, now when to initiate a trade? Once price break low of shooting star. Okay, once price break low of shooting star. Low of shooting star, you can see 17,374. 17,374. Okay, so here you can trade 17,350 put option. Maybe you can trade here. Okay, now find out hammer, where you can see hammer pattern. No, on 15th, we do not have hammer. Okay, try one more time. On which date can you see hammer pattern? On 12th also, we do not have.
13th, sir, Lakshmi Narayan sir is saying, Nagraj sir is saying.
Okay, 13th. Do we have any reference point? Okay, before that, can you see anything? Why we got hammer pattern? What can be the reason? Here we are getting hammer pattern. What you can see if you go back in past, okay, you can see we have a support, right? So this was the support. So one time from here price went up. Second time we got bounce from same level. Third time again you can see we are getting candles with low risk. So this clearly indicates buyers are present at this level. Now when you add Bollinger Band, you can see we have a lower band also. So multiple confirmations is always good. Okay, very high chances setup can work really well. Okay, so go long. Once hammer high is crossed, keep hammer low, stop loss. So here the hammer high, you can see 17,320. You can buy 17,300 call in this case. So here this setup we got on 13th September. Okay, you can also look for this setup in stocks. Okay, if you wish. Okay, Nagraj sir, we do not have any trading stop loss. Okay, we do not have trailing stop loss. You can exit once profit is achieved. This is intraday setup, so 1:1 you can keep risk reward. Okay, now if you wish, you can also look for same setup in stocks. Okay, Titan, here you can see we have a big shooting star at upper band. Now again, if you go back in past, you can see this level is working like resistance already. Okay, so this is 7th. Okay, this is 8th, 9th, 12th, So since last 3 to 4 days, this level is working like resistance. Today, same thing happened, worked like resistance. Okay, we got big rejection. Prices completely failed to break resistance level. Plus, we have a upper Bollinger Band, and this setup worked very well. Okay, this is Tata Steel. Again, same thing here you can see. Yesterday also, price failed to cross this level. Okay, same thing again happened today, and it went down. Okay, this is Bajaj Finance. Now I want you guys to spot hammer, shooting star, both in this case. Yeah, 10th shooting star. Okay. Okay, this is shooting star. Go short below low, keep first candle high stop loss. And here you can see we got hammer. Go long once hammer high is crossed, keep low stop loss. Okay, again Tata Steel, first candle you can see. Okay, so one common point you can always notice, most of the time we are getting such setups in first candle. In stocks also, same pattern. Okay, first candle is your setup. First candle of the day is your setup. Okay, in Tata Steel also you can see the very first candle is hammer. Opening below lower Bollinger Band, price went down, but immediately recovered. See, and we got hammer formation. In next candle, it traveled inside the band. Again, first candle is your setup. Okay, Grasim, same thing happened. See, first candle is your setup. Okay, LIC Housing Finance, first candle is your setup. We do not have scanner for this. Okay, LIC Housing Finance, first candle setup. Okay, stop loss, same first candle high stop loss. Okay, shoot in case of shooting star, candle high stop loss. In case of hammer, okay, candle low is your stop loss. Okay, once price is back inside the band, okay, very rarely you will find again price will go outside the band. So this is good stop loss, perfect stop loss for the day. For hammer, okay, first candle low stop loss, and for shooting star you need to keep stop loss high. Okay, candle high stop loss. In stocks you can trade in both. Okay, if you wish you can trade in options or you can trade in cash segment also. In stocks you can trade in both. Okay, this is HDFC Bank at upper band. We got a good fall. Okay, Voltas, here you can see at upper band. Here you can see resistance. Okay, resistance, and then shooting star came down. Yes, Lakshmi, perfect. So minimum it should be twice the real body. Just observe the high of candle or low of candle, which indicates selling pressure. Okay, try to find out hammer, guys. In this, do we have hammer pattern? Okay, this is Container Corporation stock on hourly time frame. Okay, try to spot hammer pattern where you can see. And okay, on 27th, any reference point we have? Right, it is support. On 20th also, it came to same level bounce. Yesterday, same level, we got hammer and bounced. So let's cross check with Bollinger Band also. Okay, so here is the Bollinger Band. And here you find the step. Okay, so you can also look for stocks. Now let me show you how you can add Bollinger Band. So to add indicator, again, you need to go indicators and strategy. Okay, FX. Click here. Now in search column, you need to type Bollinger. Okay, here you can see the option Bollinger Bands. Click here. Now you have to do some settings. Okay. Go to settings. Now in style, okay, first you need to go in style. In style, two things you need to do. You can untick basis. Okay, basis is nothing but middle band. Now here you can see we have a red line, okay, which is middle band. There is no role of middle band in this set. So I do not want middle band. So what I will do, I will untick this basis. The moment you do, see there is no middle band now. And here you can see we have a border. We have a background. So what you can do, you can untick this background. Okay, untick if you do not want, if you want to have a clean background, you can just untick. Okay, this setting you need to do. Okay, any doubts, any queries, guys, you have, you can ask now. Okay, very simple setup. Just you need to add Bollinger Band indicator and look for rejection candles. And also look for reference point. If you have a reference point, very high chances setup will work very well. So look for support, resistance, and past.
Any questions from anybody on this specific topic? You can raise your hands or type it in the chat box, please. So Nagraj sir says target H minus L.
Yes. Range is target. Perfect.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay, sir. I don't see any more questions now, so we can proceed further with the topic.
Yeah, we can conduct the poll if we have poll for this topic, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Sure. Okay. So here I'm launching the poll. I hope everybody can see the poll on the screen, and you have 30 seconds for this.
Okay, Bollinger Band measures volatility. Okay, correct or incorrect?
You have 10 more seconds for the same. Okay, I have ended the poll, sir, and 100% of the people say that this is correct.
So this is correct in statement. It measures the volatility. So you will come to know by looking at 3 lines whether volatility contraction or expansion is going on.
Okay, the second quiz we have is I'm launching the poll.
In Bollinger Band, upper band work like support. Okay, correct or incorrect?
You have 10 more seconds. So 100% of the people say that this statement is incorrect.
Yes. So upper band work like resistance, lower band work like support. So this was incorrect.
Okay, here we have the third poll. You got 30 seconds for this.
In Bollinger Band, middle band is calculated based on 20 EMA. Correct or incorrect?
Ten more seconds. Okay, I'll be ending the poll now. So 67% of the people say this is correct and 33% of the people say this is incorrect.
Yeah. So this is incorrect. It, as I told you, it is 20 SMA, simple moving average, not exponential moving average. Okay, so remember, middle band is calculated based on 20 SMA.
Yes, sir. Okay. So that's it. These are the number of polls that we had.
Oh, now we will move to another topic. Okay, so one hedging strategy we will discuss now. Okay, this was very simple option buying setup. Now we will discuss one hedging strategy. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me open the PPT. Okay, now if you prefer to trade in futures, okay, then this strategy is for you. So one strategy now we will discuss based on futures. Okay, first we will cover the theory part of strategy. Okay, let's say you have a bearish view on any stock and you are expecting, prices to fall, and you initiate a short sell position in futures contract. So here you can see the table, future selling price. Okay, future contract selling price. Let's say you initiated a sell position at 1000 rupees. Okay, so this is 1000. This will remain fixed. Okay, this is our selling position. We sold one future contract, let's say at 1000 rupees. We are expecting prices to move down. And prices is actually moving down. Okay, here you can see from 1000, it went to 900. From 1000, it went to 800. From 1000, it went to 700. So when prices are moving in your favor, okay, there is no problem here. The actual problem start when your view is completely going wrong. So you were expecting prices to drop below 1000, but here you can see it bounced till 1100. So now here you will make a loss of 100 rupees. Okay, from 1000, if it turned to 1200, here you will make a loss of 200 rupees. So unlimited losses are involved if you sell naked future contract. Okay, and if your view is incorrect, okay, you can make unlimited losses. And there is overnight risk also. Okay, suddenly next day you may find, because of good news, price open with a huge gap up and you have a short position. You will badly stuck in that. Okay, the very recent example you might be aware of, RBL Bank. Okay, yesterday we got a negative news and you can see how it reacted next day. It opened gap down. Okay, let me open RBL Bank. Okay, here you can see. Let's move to daily time frame. On 24th December, the closing price was 172.90. And very next day, the opening price, you can see it is 155. So almost 20 points, you can see we got gap down opening. So just imagine who are long here on this day. Okay, they are badly stuck. So the point is, whenever you are buying futures contract, okay, overnight, when you are planning to hold your position overnight, always hedge. Okay, always do hedging. Okay, whether you are trading futures, whether you are trading options, okay, if you are taking overnight position, okay, always do a hedging. Do not carry naked positions overnight, because overnight risk is there. Okay, one bad news, one negative news, okay, can give you big losses if you have a naked position. So that's why it is always advisable, if you are trading in derivatives, okay, apply all these strategies, okay, which we have discussed, so that your position is hedged. You do not have any overnight risk. Okay, I can show you, more examples of overnight risk. Let me share some more examples with you. Okay, TCS, we have discussed yesterday what happened after a bad result. We got big gap down opening next day. So again, all those who are long on this day, they got badly struck. Okay, they do not want another chance to close out their position. So since this candle, you can see the price is only moving down. Okay, here you can see another stock, Manappuram Finance. Okay, a big gap down here, and since this, you can see it is moving down. Okay, same thing here, Tata Chemicals, a big fall. So that's why always do hedging, do not carry overnight position, do not carry naked position as overnight. If price is moving in your favor, there is no problem. Okay, here you will make 100 profit, here you will make 200, and here you will make 300 profit. Now how to hedge? Okay, how to do a hedging? So let's say you have a negative view, you are expecting prices to fall below 1,000 rupees. But let's say, what if my view turns incorrect? So to hedge this position, what I will do, I will also buy at the money call option. Okay, what is my primary view? My primary view is prices will fall. I am expecting fall in prices. Maybe let's say the reason is support breakdown. Okay, I've seen that this stock has broken its important support, so I'm expecting this will go down. So here I initiated a sell position in futures. But to do hedging at the same time, I will also buy call option. In case if tomorrow something wrong happen, if my view is incorrect, or if there is a sudden positive news and I got gap up opening, so this call option will protect me. Okay, this is like my insurance. I will buy ATM call option, okay, at the money. So here you can check the pricing. At what price I have sold? I have sold at 1,000. So ATM call I will buy. Now when I buy a call, I have to pay a premium. Let's say premium is 30 rupees. So as a buyer, I will pay a premium. Okay, so premium will not change. Okay, this I have paid. Okay, it will remain same, 30 rupees. As it is the outflow, so that's why I'm writing in negative. Now see what happened on expiry. Okay, we will calculate profit and loss in every scenario. When there was no call option, okay, this was the profit and loss. Okay, you can focus on this column. Without hedging, okay, this is your profit and loss on expiry. You sold at 1,000, on expiry it closed at, let's say, 1,300. So how many points you lost? You lost 300 points. Here you lost 200, and here you make 300 points. Okay, so this is the square of trade. Okay, at these prices, let's say I'm squaring off my position on expiry day, for example. Now here I am doing the hedging. I have bought call option with ATM strike price, and premium I paid 30 rupees. So why I bought call option? In case if tomorrow something goes incorrect, if price turn above 1,000 rupees, so this call option will protect me. This will give me some profit. Okay, no doubt I will make a loss from futures position, but I will make some profit from call. So I can wipe out my losses by making profit in call option. Now buyer pay premium and buyer receive what? Intrinsic value. This we have learned in basics. So see, let's assume now on expiry price closed at 1,300. Okay, on expiry price closed at 1,300. So 300 rupees loss in future. Now tell me what will be the intrinsic value. If price closed at 1,300, will there be any intrinsic value? If yes, then how much? If yes, then how much? Okay, first you need to check whether we have whether this option is ITM or not. Okay, we have bought 1,000 call option. Okay, 1,000 call option by paying 30 rupees premium. By paying 30 rupees premium. On expiry day, price closed at 1,300. So is this option in the money? Yes, no. If yes, then tell me the intrinsic value. Okay, tell me the intrinsic value. If this option is in the money, then what is the intrinsic value? Right, 300 is intrinsic value. Okay, 300 is intrinsic value. So whenever you see price is above 1,000, okay, option is ITM. Because I bought call option 1,000 rupees. So this means I'm expecting price will cross 1,000 on upside. Okay, price will cross 1,000 on upside. You can see this is above 1,000. This is above 1,000. Okay, this is also more than 1,000. So wherever you find price is above 1,000 rupees, okay, this means option is in the money. Okay, option is in the money. These are expiry day prices. Okay, you can think like this. These all are expiry day prices. Okay, so this is in the money by 300. This is in the money by 200. This is in the money by 100. Okay, now what is profit and loss? Okay, profit or loss. from call option, only from call option. As a buyer, we paid premium of 30. We got intrinsic value of 300. So how much I made here? I made 270. Okay, look at the loss I made in futures, 300. Here I made a profit of 270. See, on net basis, I'm just losing 30 points. This is the biggest advantage of this strategy. In case if your view, turns completely incorrect, or if there is an overnight risk, sudden gap up, gap down opening, this strategy will protect you. 30 rupees will be your loss. In this case, 30 rupees it is shown. Okay, let's check here. What is the loss? Okay, this option is 200 points in the money, 30 we paid premium, 170 profit I made, and 200 is the loss. So again, you can see I made loss of only 30. Let's check here, 1100. Okay, this option is in the money by 100 points. Here we made a profit of 70. In futures, loss of 100. Again, we are making loss of 30. Can you see the loss is limited? I'm not making more than 30 points loss. It does not matter where price closed above 1000, whether it closed at 1100, 1200, 1300, or even if stock price turned double. Okay, you are not losing more than 30. Now, can someone tell me what is this 30? Why we are only losing 30 rupees? What this 30 represent? Okay, this 30 rupees represent what? Why we are only losing 30 points? Rest premium, the one which we paid here to buy call option. This is your loss. That's it. Okay, so this is like insurance. Okay, this will give you the protection. If something goes incorrect, completely against your view, then this call option will give you the protection. So this is like insurance. You paid premium, only this much you can lose. That's it. Okay, premium paid will be your loss. Okay, if you are buying ATM call option. Okay, now let's see here what happened. If my view is incorrect, okay, if my view is correct, okay, if my view is correct, I will make unlimited profit on my future position. But from call option, I can lose maximum 30 rupees. Okay, even if my views turn correct, from call I will make limited loss, but from future position I will make unlimited profit. So from 1000 it turned 900, 100 rupees profit. But this option is out the money now. Okay, as price closed below 1000, so this option is OTM. So intrinsic value will be 0. So from call option, how much I lost? I lost 30 points. From futures, I made 100. Here I lost 30. Still I am in profit. Okay, 70 points, I am making profit. Okay, same thing goes here. Option is OTM, so intrinsic value will be 0. Okay, 30 rupees will be your maximum loss. And here you are making profit. Okay, unlimited profit, as your view is correct. Okay, so what is the advantage of this strategy? If your view is incorrect, this call option is giving you the protection. So the name of strategy is protective call. Okay, you can call this strategy as protective call. Call option will give you the protection if your view turns incorrect. So name of strategy is protective call. How we will design strategy? Okay, we can design this strategy by taking short position in futures, and at the same time we will take a long position in call option. Okay, protective call. How to design? Short future and buy ATM call. Very simple. Buy ATM call. Now same thing you can do if you have a bullish view. Now tell me what you will do when you have a bullish view. Which strategy you will design? Okay, type in chat box. When you have a bullish view, what you will do? Okay, this was when we have a negative view. Sell futures, buy ATM call. But let's say if you have a bullish view, then what you will do? Okay, Hiren sir, tell me one more position. This is only put option. What else you will do? What else you will do? Apart from buying put option, what we can do? Okay, Nagraj sir, we will not sell ATM. Incorrect. This is not correct. When you have a bullish view, when you are expecting prices will increase, then which positions you will take? Okay, completely opposite of this. Here, what was my view? My view was bearish. I sold future, I bought ATM call. I sold futures, I bought ATM call. Now, if my view is bullish, then what we will do? Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. What we will do when we have a bullish view? Okay, we will buy put option, but this is only one leg you are giving me. Okay, we have two legs. Here you can see we have sold futures and we have bought call option. Right. So we will buy futures and at the same time we will buy ATM put option. Okay, buy futures plus buy ATM put option. Now, what will be the name of strategy in this case? Protective put. Okay, the name of strategy will be protective put. You are bullish, so you bought futures contract. But tomorrow, let's say price is coming down, your view is going incorrect, then put option will protect you. As in this case, you have seen call option is giving me protection. In case if my view is going incorrect, okay, call option is giving me protection. So protective call. In protective put option will give you the protection. So if you have a bullish view, what you can do, you can buy put option. Okay, you can buy put option and buy futures contract. Okay, here you can see now. Let's say support level is taken out on downside. Important support level is taken out on downside. So what's our view? Our view is bearish. So what we will do, we will design protective call strategy. Okay, we will go for protective call strategy. How to design? Short futures plus buy ATM call option. And when any important resistance level is taken out on upside, then we have a bullish view. When you have a bullish view, we will design protective put strategy. Okay, we will buy futures plus we will buy ATM put option. Okay, any doubt guys till now? You can ask now in chat box. Before we jump to practical examples, okay, I want everyone to be clear with this theory part. Okay, any doubt in this, you can ask. So this is very good strategy. It gives you good protection if you trade in futures contract. So always hedge your position. Okay, hedge your position using options. Now, when you hedge your position, you have three benefits. See, these are the benefits you will get when you hedge futures with option. Number one benefit, you can see margin benefit. If you only buy futures or if you only sell futures, remember on day one, we have done this. You have to pay the margin, okay, which will be 20-25% of contract value. But when you are doing hedging, when you are also buying ATM call or put, you will get margin benefit. You don't have to pay 20-25% of contract value. You can bring down the margin requirement. So this is one benefit. Second benefit, I've shown you protection from overnight risk. So in each and every case, you can see our loss is not going beyond 30. So no matter where price is moving above 1000, 1100, 1200, 1300, our loss is limited. Okay, we cannot lose more than premium which we have paid in case if strategy completely failed. So this is the second benefit. You are getting protection from overnight risk and limited risk. Okay, loss will not be more than premium paid. So these are the benefits you will get when you hedge futures contract with options. Okay, now let's discuss some examples. Okay, you can do the analysis on daily time frame. You can do analysis on hourly time frame. It's up to you. Yes, we will discuss what will be the margin requirement. See, for every stock, margin will be different. Okay, every stock has different price. Every stock has different lot size. So we need to check how much is the margin requirement. So we will also check in some time how much is the margin requirement. Okay, price action is the base of designing any strategy. So if you know price action, you can design any strategy. It's your choice. Okay, Shriram Transport Finance. What happened in this case? Support breakdown. Now, when support is taken out, okay, my view is bearish. If my view is bearish, what I can do? I have, different choices now. I can sell futures. Okay, this one thing I can do. Okay, this will be naked position. I am selling futures. So very high risk is involved. I can buy put option. Okay, I can buy naked put option. Again, big risk is there because I'm taking naked position. Entire premium can turn zero. Okay, so sell futures or buy put option. Okay, if you are doing this, unlimited risk is involved. What is the other choice left? I can design bear put spread. Instead of buying put option, I can go for bear put spread. That is much better choice I will make. Because in bear put spread, again, if anything turns incorrect, we will make limited loss. Okay, my position will be hedged in bear put spread. What we will do in bear put spread, we sell higher strike, we buy lower strike. Very simple. So we can go for bear put spread. This is the third option. Fourth option, I can go for protective call strategy. Okay, protective call strategy I can go for. I will sell futures contract, but I will buy ATM call. Okay, view is bearish. I am expecting prices to fall. Why? Because support is taken out. Head and shoulder pattern is breakdown here. So sell futures contract, but buy ATM call. So as a trader, now you need to choice here. You need to do choice here. What you want to do? You want to trade in futures or you want to trade only in options? If only in options, my advice is go for bear put spread. If you want to trade in futures, go for protective call. Okay, till what level you are expecting this fall will continue? Okay, let's say you got support breakdown here. Okay, till what level you are expecting prices can fall? How you will cross check this? Till what level price can fall? Okay, type in chat box. Till what level you are expecting prices to fall? Okay, 1380 level is taken out. You can check the graph properly. Here is the breakdown from 1380 level. So till what level prices can fall? Yes, next support. Perfect. We will always look for next support, where the next support is available. Okay, look for more and more reference points. Okay, look for more and more reference points. So here you can see it was the base for this counter. Okay, here you can see this was the base for counter. 1250. Okay, the very first support you can see 1250. 1250 to 1220 is the base for this counter. Now, when we got this breakdown, you can see we got this breakdown on 15th December. On 15th, we got breakdown. Okay, 15th, we got the breakdown. So what I will sell? I will sell futures. Okay, this is underlying. We will do analysis on underlying and then we will take position in futures contract. So here I am opening the graph of futures contract. Okay, Shriram Transport futures contract. Okay, when we will take position, we will take position on 15th. Okay, on 15th. So write down somewhere, guys, the price on 15th was 1360. At the time of closing, okay, we will take a trade after 350. After 315, we will take the trade. Closing price is 1360. 1360 is closing price. Now tell me which strike to buy. Okay, let's assume we sold this contract at 1360. Now we need to buy a call option also. After selling futures contract, okay, we will buy call option. So which strike call option we will buy? Okay, which strike call we will buy? Right, 1360 call option we will buy. On which date we will buy? 15. So let me show you what was the premium on 15. Okay, this is we see this is 1360 call we will buy. This is 1360 call option graph in front of you. Okay, we will initiate this trade on 15th December. See, this is 15th December. What was the premium at that time? You can check. At the time of closing, this is showing me 48.25. Let's take it 48 for calculation purpose. Okay, I hope that you guys are noting down the things. Okay, also open the calculator if you can. Okay, we have to do the calculation. Okay, 1360 is ATM. Perfect. What is the premium? Let's assume 48. We got this option at 48 rupees. So now we have two positions. Okay, we have sold futures contract 1360 and we have bought this contract 1360 call. We have bought at 48 rupees. Now no need to hold this strategy till expiry. Okay, it was the theory part. So I have just shown you for calculation purpose that assume that these all are the closing prices on expiry date. Okay, we will not wait till expiry. So as I told you, what is our expected target in this case? Okay, expected target was 1250 to 1220. Let's see when this target is achieved. See, on this day the target is achieved. Okay, on 20th December, you can see the target is achieved. So once your target is achieved, okay, you can close the trade. No need to wait till expiry. If you wait till expiry, then what will happen? The option which you have bought, it can go till zero because of time decay. So do not wait till expiry. Once you got your target, you can close the trade. So maybe you can close the trade on 19th also, on previous day also, that is on 17th, or you can close the trade on 20th also. Okay, let's assume we are trading, we are closing the trade on 20th. So this will help you to understand the calculation part. So on 20th, what I will do, I will check what was the future price. Okay, this is 20th. Let's assume we sold at 1360 and look at the price on 20th. It is 1204.65. Let's take it 1205. Okay, on 20th, the future price is 1205. 1360 minus 1205. So how many points we made from futures? 155 points we made from futures. Now let's see what happened to call option. Okay, we bought call option at 48 rupees. So we had a loss in call option because prices came down. So call option is also going down. You can see. So on 20th, you can see the call option is 4 rupees. Closing price, you can check, it is 4.35. We bought at 48. Okay, now you can see it is trading at 4 rupees. So 48 minus 4. So how much loss we made from call? 44 points. So 155 profit minus 44 points from call. So still we are in net profit of 111 points. Okay, 111 points is net profit. Now let's see if we are closing the trade, okay, one day before on 17th. Now on 17th, you can see it is 1276. Okay, future is 1276. Okay, you sold at 1360. Now the future is 1276. So how much profit we are making? 84 points. Now let's see the call, where the call option is. On 17, if we are closing the trade on 17, call option is at 13 rupees. Okay, 13 rupees. 84 we made profit from futures. 48 call we bought, 13 rupees is the price. So 35 points we are in loss. So 84 minus 35 from call option. So still 49 points we are making. Okay, lot size is 400. Lot size is 400. This much is the profit. Now let me show you margin requirement. How much margin is required? So we will check the margin from current market price. So currently you can see Shriram Transport is trading at 12.11. So I will take 12.20 strike. Okay, Shriram Transport Finance. Okay, we will sell this contract. Okay, view is bearish and we will buy call option. Now, if I'm not buying call option, can you see how much is margin? If we are not buying call option, okay, you can see the margin is 1,43,000. Let's buy call option ATM. Okay, 12.20. Okay, so now you can see the margin is only 29,000. So first what you do, first buy call option. Okay, then sell your futures contract. Then you will get margin benefit. Okay, this should be your order. First buy protection. Okay, first take insurance and then sell futures contract. This should be the order. Right now you can see it is showing 29,000 margin because expiry is very near. But if you design before expiry, I do not think margin will be more than 50-60,000. Okay, maximum it should be up to 50 to 60,000, not beyond that. Okay, so this is how you can always check the margin. So very good strategy. Okay, it is giving you unlimited profit if your view is correct. It is also giving you the protection from overnight risk. In case of worst scenario, you have a limited loss also. So this is the one of the best strategy if you prefer to trade futures. Okay, overnight, then design this strategy. Or go for bear put spread. Bear put spread is also a very good strategy. You can go for bear put spread. Another option we have, we can go for bull call spread. Okay, bull call spread. So choice is your, you have many options now. Once your view is bearish, okay, go for bear put, bull call, or protective call strategy. Okay, now one more example we will see. And let's see if you can now calculate everything, profit, loss, which strikes we will trade. Just a okay, so this is SBI cards. We got breakdown on 14th December. Okay, from 9:20 level, there is a breakdown. Now, first tell me the expected target. Till what level you are expecting prices to drop. Okay, we need reference point. You go in past and look for next support. Now, tell me at which level you are expecting prices to take support. Okay, 9:20 level is taken out. Next support level we need to identify. Can you see here is the range? Okay, this is the range. So at top of this, you can expect one support near 860, right? 860. Okay. So once you got 860, you can close the trade. No need to wait till expiry. Okay, once you got 860, you can close. No need to wait till expiry. Yeah, 860. So here is the breakdown on 14th December. Now what I will do, I will quickly open the futures graph. We will also discuss stop loss condition. Okay, so first let's do this example. Okay, now this is futures contract 14th December. We got breakdown. So this is 14th December. Okay, closing price is 906.90. Let's assume we got trade at 906. So I sold futures contract at 906. Now tell me strike price. Okay, call option strike price. Which strikes we will buy? Okay, future is sold at 906.90. Let's say 906 we have sold. Right, we will buy call option. Okay, 910 or 900. Okay, we need to check which strike is available. Okay, we need to check which strike is available. Okay, SBI card 910. See, 910 is not available. 900 or 920. So we will go for 900. Okay, that will be the nearest strike price. Okay, buy 900 call option. Buy 900 call option. Okay, what is the lot size? You can check. Lot size is 500. Okay, 14th December, we are taking this trade. Okay, this is 14. Note down the price. We bought at 29 rupees. On 14 December, 900 call option SBI card was trading at 29 rupees. Okay, future we have sold at 906. 900 call option we have bought at 29 rupees. Okay, 29 rupees. And our target was 860. 860 was the target. So we need to check when target was achieved. Okay, this is spot price. Okay, 860 target. Let's see when it was achieved. SBI card. Okay, on 20th December. So we will close the trade on 20th December. Okay, on 20th December, price was 858. Sorry, 869. Okay, you can take it 870. 870 was the price on 20th December. 870. Okay, do the calculation how much we made from SBI card. On 20th, okay, future closing price is 870. Spot price 860 already achieved, but we have entered in futures contract. So we have to close the trade at 870. Okay, what was the selling price? 906. From 906, 870. Okay, 36 points we made. Now let's see what happened to call. Okay, we entered in call at 29. Okay, 29 rupees. On 20th December, you can see the value is 9 rupees. So how much profit or loss we made from call? We bought at 29. On 20th December, it is trading at 9. 20 points loss. Okay, 36 points you made profit. Futures, 20 points you made loss from call. On net basis, still you are 16 points plus. Okay, net 16 points plus. 16 into 500 you can do. Okay, 8,500 is profit. So whenever you have a bearish view, when you find important support level is taken out, go for protective call strategy. Okay, if you have a bullish view, you can go for protective put strategy. Let me show you one example now, recent example. Okay, see this contract. Okay, this stock has given a breakout. Okay, this stock has given a breakout. Okay, yesterday this has given a breakout. It was also in long built up. Okay, Navin Fluorine, it was also inside long built up. So if my view is bullish now, what I can do? I can go for protective put. Now this is the expiry week. So instead of this expiry, what I will do, I will take next, okay, next month expiry. For this month, we have expiry on Thursday, and this is last week. So instead of designing any strategy in current week, I will advise go for next week. Okay, in SBI card, Shriram Transport Finance, you have seen we got breakout in the mid of December, okay, 14, 15 December. But this we are getting trade only in last week of expiry. Okay, so you have two choices. Either you can avoid this trade now, or you can go for next month expiry. Now, one important note, guys, when you trade this strategy, okay, protective call, protective put, make sure options are liquid. If options are not liquid, do not enter in this strategy. Okay, option has to be very liquid, because all stock options are not liquid. So at that time, you need to check if there is liquidity available. Okay, bid and ask price. You can check the difference between bid and ask price. Lesser the difference, more is the good. That means option is liquid. So make sure options are liquid. Difference should not be more than 1 rupee, I will say. Okay, if you find difference between bid and ask price is less than 1 rupee, okay, you can assume liquidity is there and you can go for option. Otherwise, you can avoid. Okay, any doubts, any query, guys, you have, you can ask now.
Do we have any more questions from anybody regarding this specific topic? You can type it in the chat box.
Okay, so I'm done with the session. Okay, all topics we have covered. If you have
Yes,
now
sir.
any doubt, any queries, you can ask.
Yes, you can raise your hands even. I'll unmute you and then you can also ask your queries.
Okay, meanwhile, let me show you what we have covered in this entire bootcamp. Okay, first 2 days, okay, we have learned the basics of call option, put option, call buyer, call seller, put buyer, put seller, option moneyness, everything we have discussed this. And also we have discussed how we can trade naked option, okay, based on gap up, gap down, gap up failed. So if you want to trade intraday, okay, let me show you now what we have covered. Intraday strategies in this bootcamp. Okay, intraday strategies on option buying side. Okay, intraday strategies on option buying side. So one was gap up, where open is equal to low. So in that case, you can buy call. Okay, in this strategy, what we do, we buy call option. Then gap up failed. Right, one strategy we covered, gap up failed, where open is equal to high. So in this case, what we will do, we will buy put option. Okay, these are the intraday strategy. Focus here. These are the intraday strategies. One we covered, gap down, where again open is equal to high. There also what you can do, you can buy put option. Okay, today we covered Bollinger Band strategy. Hammer at lower Bollinger Band. What we will do, we will buy call option in intraday. Then shooting star at upper Bollinger Band. Here we will buy put option in intraday. Okay, so these were the intraday strategies from buying side. Okay, now from selling side. Okay, yesterday we discussed CPR. Before that, we have discussed Nifty short straddle, right? On selling side intraday, Nifty short straddle we have discussed. Okay, for every Wednesday and Thursday. Then we have discussed Bank Nifty short straddle. Okay, with 40 point stop loss for every Monday, okay, Wednesday and Thursday. Then again, we discussed Bank Nifty short straddle on wide CPR day. Okay, this is on selling side, but intraday. Okay, these all are intraday strategies. Then we covered positional strategies, right? Positional strategies we covered. Okay, you can carry forward these strategies. So one was all spread strategies, right? Bull call spread. Okay, bear call spread. Bull put spread and bear put spread. And today we covered protective call and protective put option. Okay, these are the strategies positioning. You can carry forward these strategies. Now again, price action is the basics. Okay, you should be very good at price action, identifying important levels, patterns. Okay, then you can trade in derivatives. Okay, so derivatives, these are the intraday strategies on buying side. Okay, this were on selling side. And these are the position strategies. Now, any doubts, any queries you have, you can ask.
Okay, any queries from anybody?
Yeah.
Are the topics that
Yeah, Nagraj sir have queried the strategies based on support and resistance. Yes, Nagraj sir. So protective call, protective put. Okay, you can design this strategy whenever you find any important level is taken out. Okay, a very important support resistance is taken out. You can go for this strategy.
Okay, sir. Nagraj sir, I hope your doubt was clear. Okay, great. So anybody else who's having any questions, kindly raise your hand or type your questions in the chat box. Sir Nagraj sir has typed future strategies.
These was futures. Today we have discussed future strategy. Okay, protective call, protective put. These were the future strategy.
Butterfly, Iron, Concord will we do?
See, it's we have done this. Let me show you what we have done in this iron condor. If you remember, I have shown you how you can take margin benefit. Right, in straddle, we have done how to take margin benefit, if you remember. So let me show you. Okay, let's say you are selling straddle. Okay, in Bank Nifty, you are selling 36,000 call. You are selling 36,000 put option, right? If you are selling these 2 lakhs, then it is straddle. But when you are taking margin benefit, okay, to take margin benefit, what we need to do? We need to add buy legs. Okay, what we do? We buy options with 1500 points distance minimum. So here I will buy 37,500 call, and I will also buy. Okay, I will also buy 34,500 put. So when you add, 2 buy legs, okay, this is now iron condor. Okay, this is now iron condor strategy. Okay, now when you select, different strike prices, these are the 8. This is ATM straddle, right? 36,000 call, 36,000 put. But when you are selecting different strike prices, let's say OTM strike prices with buy legs, then it is known as butterfly. Okay, so these strategies are good enough. Okay, you can trade in these strategies. Okay, we do not have, sir, any more strategy. Okay, All these strategies I've covered. Okay, these strategies worked practically. Those only strategies we have seen in this bootcamp. Okay, which you can actually implement practically in live market. So I have not given much importance to long straddle yesterday. So you do not design long straddle and go for short straddle. Okay, many times you will get very good profits in short straddle. And today's strategy also you can design protective call and protective. Straddle is much better than strangle. Okay, in strangle, what you will do, you select OTM strikes. So you will get lesser premium. As a seller, I want higher premium. So straddle is much better compared to strangle. So Vicky sir, focus on straddle.
Okay, so Sushma was saying repeat butterfly PL.
Yeah, just a minute. See, instead of straddle, okay, if you are designing strangle, okay, with legs, you can refer that strategy as a butterfly. Okay, instead of straddle, you need to add strangle. That's it. Or other way you can remember like this. Okay, butterfly is nothing but butterfly strategy is combination. Okay, combination of bull and bear spread. Bull and bear spread. So do not go in the names. Okay, it will create confusions. So just if you are adding, legs in strangle, that can be termed as butterfly. If you are adding straddle, legs in straddle, you can call this a iron quantity.
Okay, I hope this was clear to Sushma ma'am. Yes, great. Fine. So do we have any more questions from anybody? So till then, can you let us know about the assignment for the graduation day tomorrow?
Yeah. So guys, what you can do, you can go in past and find out, which strategies has worked very recently. So out of all these strategies which we have covered, and you can present tomorrow on graduation day. Okay, so tomorrow we will not discuss any new topic. So it will be presentation from your side if you can present. So what is your observations? Okay, which strategies you have noticed in live market, and if you have any more queries, any doubts, you can ask tomorrow also.
Great, sir. Great. Fine. Okay. Sir, Nagat is saying share Excel sheet for trade setup.
We do not have any Excel sheet, Nagaraj sir. Okay, this PPT we will share with you. Okay, this PPT will be shared with you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So that's fine. I have also shared the feedback form link with you all in the chat box and even on the WhatsApp group. Kindly fill the feedback form for today's class, okay, so that we know that Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
I just lost my connection in between.
Yeah, audible.
Okay, so I was saying that please kindly fill up the feedback form for today's class tomorrow, as you all know, tomorrow we'll be having your graduation day ceremony. I'll be just sending the assignment in the group again, fine, so that tomorrow we'll be discussing what you all have learned from the 7 days of boot camp, and there would be no teaching tomorrow, right, sir?
Yes.
Yes. So I hope everybody will be there. And thank you, Manish sir. Thank you to all the participants for being present here. See you all tomorrow. Fine.
Thank you, Naga. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Good night.